So
Here's the list.
We have proof. We have
we have
proof.
You can
proof,
see.
but,
We got 10 to 14 years, 15 to 29 years, and 30 years. Take a look. That's
yeah, so and we've been successful because of people like yourselves. But Greg Raitt and George Matthews were there. It seems like yesterday George told me, but he had long blonde hair. Joey's hair was gray, mine was
still.
black. So
Dan Kennedy's with us all the way.
we're happy to introduce somebody that basically has been a big help for us behind the scenes. Dan Kennedy from the region, and
You want me to chat? Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dan Kennedy. I'm the Customer Services Operations Manager for Toyota at the New York region, and I'm totally honored to be here. I've been with the region for 25 years, and I've been great friends with these gentlemen ever since I got to the region, and I'm super excited to be here with you, all of you, on this historic milestone. 30 years is just an unbelievable accomplishment. We couldn't be any prouder, couldn't be any happier. You know, I've always admired this business. On top of doing a fantastic job representing Toyota, there's so many long-term employees in the community. They've created hundreds of jobs. They've supported dozens of different charities. And on top of doing a great job representing us, they've done a great job helping out everybody in Utica and have been business leaders in the Utica market for over 30 years. So whenever we get to these milestones, I love to ask back what it was like in the very beginning. Because as all of you can think about, you know, 2025, Toyota looks like, pretty safe bet Toyota store is going to be around, right? In 95, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. The business was very different, and we were very different. And these guys mortgaged everything they have to get this store, right? When you think back of those days, you know what the #1 car was in 95? It wasn't Camry, I promise you that.
Taurus, right?
It was Ford Taurus. I always thought it was an ugly car, but they sold the crap out of it, right? Gas was a $1.10. Well, it might have been $1.50 in New York, but down in New Jersey it was only $1. So nobody was thinking about hybrids, right? Nobody was thinking about miles per gallon. When gas is $1, who cares, right? You think about our lineup from back then. Think of how different it is. How many cars do you think we sold in 95 that we still sell today? Anybody name any of them?
Corolla.
So we sold Corolla. We even had a Corolla wagon, right? Camry, we had a Camry. We had a Camry wagon, right? We had a Camry two-door.
Toyota pickup.
We had a Toyota pickup, but it wasn't a Tacoma yet, right? At the end of 96, 95 and a half became a Tacoma, right? We had 4Runner, but there was lots of models we didn't have today, right? We had a T100 was the other pickup we had. Anybody remember a Previa? Any salespeople try and sell a rear-wheel drive Previa in Utica, New York? That's $30,000. That was no easy sell, was it? Right?
You're right.
Think of some of the other things. We had Celicas back then. We had Tercels. We had Paseos. I mean, the market was very, very different. The thing I always talk about, I was distribution manager when I first came to New York. Think of the color palettes back then. You know what the number 1 and 2 colors were back then? Tan and green. And if you had green exterior with a tan interior, that was the money car. Think of all the guys in service who spent all this time ripping off perfectly good chrome emblems and putting on awful gold ones that were going to look like crap 5 years ago. So I always look at guys like these and I really admire how far they've come, how much we've grown together, how much of a gamble they took back then, and how far we've grown together. So thank you very much for everything you do. You are the reason. Certainly Toyota, we go way out of our way to build great cars. We try and do it better every single year. But at the end of the day, it's you dealers and all of you employees that make Toyota so great. You take care of the customers. You're involved in the local community. You are the face of Toyota. I couldn't be any more proud to see you here 30 years later. Looking forward to all the family continuing everything and being here another 30 years. And I'm so, so thankful for all of you. And I just want to say thank you. So I greatly appreciate it.
The board has been a great partner, but so has Dan.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, so.
Well, that's great to hear.
Go
So, go ahead.
I was gonna say.
Let me bring up,
Make one quick announcement.
please do.
We're not that old, Joey and I. But,
we're not that young.
but the heir apparent to the next 30 years are in the room, and they were in grade school when we started.
Is that fun?
It's amazing.
Grade school. Carly, Joey, my son Stevie, even Chris, my
Now
son-in-law.
we have Chris and
Brian.
Brian, my son-in-law.
So the next
And
30
everybody
years.
that really
will-
cares about the business.
That's right.
They really care about the business. It's not like they're just doing it, because I told everybody, don't do it if you don't like it. I don't want you to do anything you don't like. So they love it, so, and that's key. And Carly and Joey know, 6th grade summer vacation, what'd I make you do? Huh? Chef, that's right. So you're going to work at the dealership, that's your summer vacation for now.
It's not an easy business, and it doesn't run itself, right? A lot of moving parts, a lot of employees, a lot of responsibility, right? It's very, very difficult business to run, and getting here 30 years and having the plan set for another 30 is a very, very notable achievement. So let me bring up Steve Burak. He's our customer market representation manager, and we have an award to present to you guys for the
Thank you.
30th anniversary.
So, I have the honor of presenting it, but this is on behalf of every single member of the New York region. Thank you for the last 30 years.
Thank you. Yeah. Pull it out. Golf ball.
That's one of a kind, so don't drop it.
warmer. Yeah.
We get rid of all this. You got it? Okay, there you go.
It's coming out of these.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
Let's put that with the samurai. Lord.
I do mean it, but we appreciate everyone. There isn't anyone that we don't fully appreciate, so I hope you guys know that, and girls, sorry. So, I really hope you know that. We got lucky, really lucky. My son-in-law Brian took to it like that, his son-in-law Chris, just like that. Our kids had no choice, so. But it was great. Thank you so much, that's very nice.
Here's to another 30 years.
Thank you.